First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory to the Most High God Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to wake up our people, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, to their true identity, which is the Israelite of the Bible. Also to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, scripturally known as Babylon, Sodom, and Egypt.
That's right.
And to let the white man know he's the damn devil the Bible speaks of, and his biblical identity, which is Edom.
That's right.
So this past week we've seen some videos going viral on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram with this little Edomite kid talking about bullying. So we're going to talk about bullying and how what he has done has affected us, because him being our enemy, because his mom was on social media talking about butthurt Americans, this, that, and the third, about rappers, the same rappers that helped her out, mind you. Also, you know what I'm saying, the reason the little kid got beat up was because he was calling our brothers from the Southern Kingdom the N-word. So, you know, him and his crocodile tears on Facebook talking about why do we bully, why this and that. Well, the scriptures talk about that, man. And we're going to start off with that scripture. Go ahead.
Hey, Rihanna, Academics, and Cardi B, this is for y'all.
And Snoop, too.
Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg, you too.
This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemies.
Nah, if he's crying on camera, trust him.
Never trust thine enemy.
Nah, I mean, if he was being bullied, trust him.
Never trust thine enemy.
According to scripture, we're not supposed to trust these people. What's up, man? Shalom. You know what I'm saying? According to scripture, we're not supposed to trust these people, because the white man has done nothing but rape, rob, and murder us. Give me Psalms 55 and 20. Or is there more than that? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So like iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Basically what it's saying is, just like iron rust, his wickedness was shown, which it did. Because if you saw that, if you were keeping up to what was going on, it was revealed that the mom was a racist. The dad's a white supremacist. He was getting beat down at school because he was calling our brothers from the Southern Kingdom the N-word. That's what happened. Go ahead.
Hey, and just to reiterate what the brother just said, the scriptures just said, like iron rusted, it will show, basically. You'll show, your wickedness will come out. So first, we were hit with a video.
You good, sister? You good? Come on.
You go.
You come through. Oh, you listening? Oh, I can't see you from right there. The light blinded me. My bad, brother.
For sure. So we see, first it was set up that we seen the video of the boy with the crocodile tears, Keaton Jones. That's what we seen first. Then it comes out that he's crying about being bullied. Then it comes out, oh, well, what are you being bullied for? Oh, I'm calling people niggers. Then it comes out, oh, your mom's is a racist, and she tried to cover it up like, oh, I was just playing, we live in the South, Confederate flags are everywhere. But then no, guess what happens? We just watched a video today, like the brother just said. Comes out, his father is a white supremacist still locked up right now.
And yeah, so you know what I'm saying? If we were paying attention to the Bible, okay. You know what I'm saying? If we pay attention to scripture, we know that what's going on is, you know, it's scriptural. You know what I'm saying? We pay attention to the Bible. It's telling you not to trust these people. But as we see, these people, they always show their evilness. You know what I'm saying? They did it with the Native American. They did it with the so-called West African, who was from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me Psalms 55, verse 20 and 21. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And because they always do this, they'll get themselves in a predicament and then they want to cry about it. You know what I'm saying?
And if I can say this, you notice that ain't nobody said nothing back. So when my first shots to Academics, Cardi B, Snoop Dogg, and what's the other person? And Rihanna, y'all didn't know why that boy was being bullied. Why y'all ain't made a response video to say, oh, well, if you were talking to kids and calling kids niggers, then you deserve to get what you got.
That's right.
Where's now, if anybody knows anything, what was that, like 2-3 weeks ago? The little black girl that hung herself? Because it was 2 weeks ago. Where was y'all speaking up at that? Because I done ran through everybody's feed, I done looked it up. Ain't none of y'all spoke on that little girl.
Or the Hispanic girl.
Aisha?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so y'all ain't even spoke on that, man. But y'all got time to take time out. This little girl took her life at what, 11? 10 years old, she took her life.
For the same thing, I might add.
For the same thing. But y'all ain't no way. Where's the GoFundMe to help that mom pay for her funeral?
It has $5,000 in it.
That's $5,000 in it. Where you at, Riri? Yo 50 line just went 1.5 million.
On top of that, they gave that little cracker kid $50-some thousand. You know what I'm saying? They gave him $54,000.
Did she cash out on that?
No, they canceled the GoFundMe account.
Look, that cut you all off. So what you did all that for? You're viral for us to just talk shit to you.
Now, all you did was expose yourself.
Exactly.
And now the prophets are on the corner talking about you. You got that from me?
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was on there crying, whining, bitching, moaning, complaining about being bullied when he was the one doing the bullying.
And hold on real quick.
Do we want to really think that he was saying it to black kids? Because think about the shit that was stated about him, or what his bullying was. If you call any of the little kids I know in the Southeast niggas and you that white, you gonna get packed out.
Con, San Bernardino too.
What was his repercussions as a bully? He had ham put in his pants. And what was the other thing?
He had milk poured on him.
And he had milk poured on him. That doesn't even have black written on it.
Nah, he was beat up by him.
He was beat up by his own people.
They didn't want to start that.
Niggas is not taking the time to go make a ham sandwich ass sandwich. A ham ass sandwich. Niggas ain't doing that.
Hey, even though it's unlawful, we're gonna eat it.
Hey. Man, there was some white boys that was bullying that boy. That didn't have nothing to do with us.
You get that scripture out?
He probably called some white boys niggas. Them niggas acting think they niggas, so they beat his ass. This is Psalms 50 and 20.
Read 55.
55 and 20.
Got it.
This is Psalms 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such
Yeah, put his forth out hand against us. Go ahead.
as being at peace with them. He hath broken his covenant.
He was acting as if he was at peace with us, just as they've done throughout history. This is what they've done. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't put his hand out, but he broke the covenants he's made with us.
Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Why do you bully? Why do you bully? Why do they pour milk on me? Smoother than butter. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
But you saw, in this case, war was being taking all these rappers for their money.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because we saw the posts that his mom was making, butthurt Americans with the Confederate flag and the American flag, talking about we stand for the flag. And you gonna burn with that flag too.
That's right. And his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
His words were softer than oil, just like the cops have done many times, but the sword was drawn. He was ready for war. He was ready to kill us. You know what I'm saying? Psalm 50 and 16. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to kill us, which I wouldn't doubt if they were ready to do that anyways.
Hey, so his dad is in prison right now in a white supremacist gang.
So he's in a white supremacist gang, you know what I'm saying? But that just further lets you know that these people are the damn devil. You know what I'm saying? They're liars, deceivers. That's all they do.
If it go down right now, it's lights out right now. But say there's a riot in the morning at breakfast time at 4:30 in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning when it's lunch. Do you know what his dad gonna do? If it come down to a black and a white riot, he fighting for them white boys. That means his intent in his mind is to kill anybody on the black hand side, on the black card side, because that's what they gonna do to him.
Hey.
But his mom is on TV talking about, this is just something we thought was funny.
Oh, and to further prove it, their own people were the ones that exposed her.
That's right.
It was a UFC fighter. He said
Right.
she told the UFC fighter, I thought us whites are supposed to stick together against the predators. Who do you think she was talking about with the predators, Snoop? Cardi B? She was talking about us. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're the super predators.
We're the super predators though, you feel me? Snoop, how many times you been in that, but that's you up on that foot? You being in the industry. All of y'all should be able to know that y'all are identified as niggas in the industry.
Or he's been in jail.
You've been in jail.
He's been in jail. When you're in jail, you can't even help your own brothers from trying to be Instacart, but you gonna help some cracker? Come on, man.
I mean, Snoop do got his football team and you know all of that, and he does what he does in Long Beach. But what other shit is you doing to help the people, bro?
You know what I'm saying? You got that from me out? Yeah.
Corinthians 16, verse 16 first.
Verse 16 first.
Yeah, jump down to 19.
God. This is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
So, what the Most High is asking is, what do you do that you should take his words or the covenant in his mouth when you really you're apart from the covenant? This has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say like I said it on Saturday. How dare you take a hold of our covenant? But that's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? We know you break covenants. We know that. We know that you're a liar and a deceiver, white man. Jump down to 19 up.
Verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
You give yourself to evil, carrying them Confederate flags which represent the slavery of our so-called African American brothers and sisters. That's what that flag represents. Why you think it's funny? If you even think it's funny, I think you were serious. That other flag, the so-called American flag, stands for the murder, the rape, and the destruction of the Native American, the Hispanic, and the black man. You know what I'm saying? Man, woman, and child. That's what it stands for. And that's all you have in your mouth. And you speak deceit. Because how many treaties did you break? Not only that, you were lying on that camera. Keep it real. You was doing something to get that ass whooped. That's what happened.
And I'll say this, man, y'all need to stop acting the way y'all act when kids get to roasting and making jokes about people. Y'all know that boy look like Quasimodo. Y'all know that little crack-ass white boy look like straight like a fucking Down syndrome, heels have eyes, dumbass little kid.
He looked like the shark from Shark Tales. I don't mean to disrespect the shark.
I mean, like, look, that's what's gonna happen when you ugly. You gonna get talked about. That's what happens.
That is true. You got verse 20?
Verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
And you will lie you will lie and you will talk about your brother like a dog, and you'll slander your mother. That's in the nature of the white man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen it many times with the quote-unquote friends I had that were white. They will sit there and talk about their mom like a dog, even if their mom works hard, I guess, whatever she's doing. You know, you'll sit there and talk about them. You'll slander them. You know what I'm saying? You'll slander your own brother. Look at what you was doing. What you was doing with the UFC player. You know what I'm saying? You slander your own people. You know what I'm saying? Give me Proverbs 26 and
Proverbs 26 and 20.
God, if not 26. But Proverbs 21st. You know what I'm saying? You'll sit there and talk about your people. 26 and 20.
26 and 20.
God. You know what I'm saying? You'll sit there and slander your own people. You know what I'm saying? That's why you sat there and made it so easy to cry about something that really wasn't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Just to get money out of people. You know what I'm saying? You want to make money off of quote-unquote pain that you don't even have. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve what you got. You know what I'm saying?
And you know something? It seems like this is the thing now, to capitalize off of other people's pity and emotions. Because we just seen the same thing with Little Peep. Little Peep just makes depressing ass weirdo music and kills himself. Now everybody in hip hop is sad.
Why though?
Like why?
He didn't make no real contribution to the culture.
Do you realize that fentanyl is a drug that you have to inject in you? Fentanyl ain't no just, oh, I got a molly, I'm gonna hit it. No, you're injecting fentanyl. So in that case, you deserve to die. If you out calling people niggers at school, you deserve to get bullied.
You deserve what you got.
Is calling someone a nigger not bullying?
That is definitely bullying.
When it become, you want to know what it is? It's when it's when this gay shit arose. And it took over. You feel me? Because now you just push the racism back. Even though everybody be sitting there trying to state like, oh, I'm not racist, You're racist. Hey, hold on. Why is everybody bullying me? I'm not racist.
Hey, that's a powerful point the soldier made. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They kind of try to push the racism off to the side for other things. You know what I'm saying? Which are far less important and preeminent. You know what I'm saying? You got these people calling us all kinds of wetbacks and spicks and beaners, but that's okay. Because you're illegal. You don't belong here. What you mean? This was their country first. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know the white man's the devil the Bible speaks of, and you're going into slavery, cracker.
That's right.
I want you to know that.
Right.
And I can't wait for that day.
That's right.
I just had to antagonize a cracker once ago. You know what I'm saying? But and it's because of what they've done to us that we're about to stand up and do to them. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's not bullying if you standing up for yourself. Obviously, Keaton Jones was bullying somebody.
He was saying something to somebody because it's from my understanding, yeah, you get roasted and you might get beat up, but you got to do something to deserve that 9 times out of 10. No Israelite I know is going to jump out of nowhere and start bullying you unless, pardon the expression, but they're dicks.
Right.
Other than that, it's really not it's not going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? You got that from the Proverbs up? You know what I'm saying? And that's the case in point what's going on. He's over here probably talking about this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? Being
wolf tickets.
and then got beat up. And then he's lying on camera. He's selling deceit. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 26:20.
Go ahead.
Where no wood is, there is the fire goeth out. So where there's no talebearer, there's strife ceasing.
So basically, where there is no wood, there's no fire, right?
God.
So where there's no liar, there's no strife. He's causing strife, telling tales, talking about he getting bullied, and this is happening to him, and that's happening to him. When, you know, obviously, this is happening to him for a reason. Quasimodo is getting beat up because he was calling black people the N-word. You know what I'm saying? He got what he deserved. He got what he got coming to him. You know what I'm saying?
That's just crazy, man. Cause like Songs 10 and 7.
It's just crazy, man, because like I said, man, I be watching these rappers. I'm really into hip-hop. I watch it. You feel me? I didn't see none of y'all come out the bat for any of these things that's been happening. Y'all might speak on who's like Fernando Castile. Y'all might speak on Mike Brown, and y'all will definitely speak on Trayvon Martin. But y'all not gonna speak on Tamir Rice. I ain't never seen y'all speak on Tamir Rice. We come out here and we advocate for him. You want to know something? You want to talk about some bullying? And I was just watching it. Khalif Browder was bullied.
Right.
You want to talk about bully? They say, do you know that the United Nations say that in order to put you in solitary confinement, torture is anything for 15 days? Do y'all know how long Khalif Browder stayed in solitary confinement? That brother did 600 plus days in solitary confinement, where they say that more than 15 is torture. That's bullying.
All right, and you know what I was gonna say? What trips me out is all these quote unquote black and Hispanic celebrities standing up for this little cracker. Where was everybody at for the little black girl that killed herself, 10 years old? You know what I'm saying? For being bullied. Or the little Instacrat girl, the little so-called Mexican girl from Ukaipa that killed herself for being bullied.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where were you at there? We're out here standing up for her, speaking up for her, for these two young princesses that, you know what I'm saying, didn't have to take their life.
That's
but
right.
this cracker didn't even, he probably got a beat down maybe, but he got some milk poured on him and a sandwich.
Hey.
Now it's cracker written all over it.
Hey,
Go ahead.
And we can't even see no bruises on you, so you really didn't get bullied. You probably got pushed around a little bit. That's all. Stand up. Stand on your own too. Otherwise, you ain't gonna survive out here with us. You wanna know why? Because we got kids downtown in San Bernardino and San Diego sleeping outside in the dirt.
Man. Hey.
As little kids. So if you can't hang out and you can't ride with these little kids, you don't need to be around.
Man, hey, the soldier makes a powerful point. You got that in Psalms?
Psalms
10 and
7
7.
and
10 and 7.
10 and 7.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? While they're crying that they want a race war, this is what's on your side, white man. So-called little boys crying about getting words talked to them.
Hey,
White versus black group. Y'all looking a little shaky right now. Y'all gonna come to the internet all the time and just cry when we whooping y'all ass?
Hey, you know what's funny?
y'all know we fought life.
You know Topsy's on that group now.
I didn't know that.
He said something about how the tribe of Judah, the so-called black man, is stronger than them, and they be beating fools up. This cracker come on there like, well, yeah, you know, I just had to knock 2 of y'all out, 2 teeth and get a shot because I might have got AIDS. Like, and then you woke up. And then you woke up. Get that from me. And then you woke up.
It's still far blind.
This is Psalms 10. 10 and 7.
Read.
His mouth is full of cursings and deceit.
Have a good day, brother.
His mouth is full of cursings and deceit and fraud.
His mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and fraud. Isn't that what he was doing on that video?
Man.
He was crying all just to get some money. And he got the money, successfully got the money, might I add. You know what I'm saying? He got the money, you know what I'm saying, out of these people. And he hates us. He legit hates us. That right?
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, Jeremiah 98. You know what I'm saying? Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's all he speaks of: lies, cursings, mischief, and vanity. Things that are empty, and he lies to people, and he curses us. You know what I'm saying?
This is Jeremiah 9 and 8. Their tongue is as an arrow shot out.
Their tongue is as an arrow shot out. What they do is they speak certain things as weapons. They try to hurt us. Go ahead.
It speaketh deceit.
It speaks deceit. It carries on about lies. Go back a little. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. We got, hey, we got you, bro. We got you. We go, you know what I'm saying? They speak nothing but lies. They talk about how they want peace, but really, they just want war. The reason that in the prison system that they add on, they clicked up with the so-called Mexican man, the Issacharite, according to the Bible, is because they know that if the Mexican man and the black man come together in California, it's over. That's Ezekiel 37. Proverbs 30 and 1. We're gonna finish up. We're gonna finish up a couple scriptures that we have here.
Proverbs 31.
Oh, she right here?
Yeah, she
Oh, she here? Oh. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? With this whole little white boy acting as if he was bullied, you know what I'm saying? We know it ain't true because they, according to scripture, had nothing but deceit coming out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
This is Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
Now they that are younger than I, Keaton Jones is younger than a lot of these people, and they have them in derision, confusion, and all kinds of problematic situations, stressful situations. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
So their fathers, we would have looked upon them like with disdain and had them amongst our flocks, with the dogs of our flocks. You know what I'm saying? And but that's not the Romans 3 and 13. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the situation. So this little lying little boy talking about how he getting bullied and this and that, when in reality he was just picking on kids. You know what I'm saying? He was the one doing the picking, and these kids stood up and they mopped him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he lied about the ham sandwich and the whole milk in his head. You know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing that that's what's going on, because that don't sound like something we do. That's probably something he wanted to do to one of the little kids. You got that?
Yeah. This is Romans 3 and 13. Their throat is an open sepulcher.
Their throat is an open grave. They speak nothing but death. Go ahead.
With their tongues they have used deceit.
With their tongues they have used deceit. Why do you do this? I need money for my kids, and man, they do nothing but lie. That's what they've been doing since the moment they came out the womb. Go ahead.
The poison of asp is under their lips.
The poison of a snake is under their lips. Is that on it? Okay, give me 1 Maccabees 1 and 29. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because these people, they do nothing but lie to us. Since the moment they landed on the shores of West Africa, from the moment they landed on the shores of the Americas, they've done nothing but speak lies, break covenants, and they want us to feel sorry for them when we stand up for ourselves, and we want to destroy them. You know what I'm saying?
1 and 29.
Come on, 1 Maccabees.
Verse 28 first. Okay. This is 1 Maccabees 1 and 28.
Now, when we deal with the book of Maccabees, we're talking about Edomites. So I'm going to give you an example of what these crackers have been doing. Go ahead.
The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all of the house of Jacob was covered with confusion.
The whole house of Jacob was covered with confusion. Go ahead.
And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah,
So after 2 years, he sent his chief collectors out there. Go ahead.
who came to Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceably words unto them.
And they spoke peaceful words unto them. They spoke peacefully unto them. Go ahead.
But all was deceit.
All of it was what?
All was deceit.
All of it was deceit. Every peaceable word that these crackers spoke were lies according to the Bible. And this is history we're talking now. Go ahead.
For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel.
So after he took their money, he went and he smote down, he struck down and killed many of the people of Israel. Doesn't this sound like what Keaton Jones and his mama and them was doing? That's exactly what they were doing. So while you stupid ass Hispanics and blacks over here feeling sorry for him, this is what they plan to do. You know what I'm saying? So why do you feel sorry for this cracker? Give me Colossians 2:8. You know what I'm saying? He's over here crying, boo-hooing, speaking all this madness, when in reality, he brought it upon himself. Now he got money out of you. The next thing was to destroy you, when he was really, when those same people that helped you were the people that you were speaking down on. Keaton Jones' mama, Kimberly Jones, Quasimodo, Colossians 2:8. You know what I'm saying? You were speaking all these negative things, and in the end, these are the people that helped you out. And it just goes for you stupid Hispanics and you stupid, man, go ahead.
This is Colossians 2:8. Calm down, now calm down. We good. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
And that's what they did. They spoke vain philosophy and deceit. They came here speaking nonsense, telling us that faggot white boy Caesar Borgia was the man that was supposed to be Christ, when that's not true. Go ahead.
Right.
After the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
After traditions of man, catechism, all this other stuff, and those are tradition of men, not what's in the Bible. Go ahead.
You still want more on that?
No, give me Isaiah 5:20.
Isaiah 5
You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they do. That's the last scripture, and then we're done. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? They spoke deceitfulness many times, and now they're paying for it. Their kingdom is starting to fall. You know what I'm saying? That's what I, go ahead. You got that? 5:20. 5:20. No, you're in 6 though.
No, I went to Ecclesiastes.
Oh, okay. You know
Look
what
what
I'm
it
saying?
said.
It said, for he shall not much remember the days of his life, because God answered him in the joy of his heart. And I only said that because, you feel me, a lot of the questions that we ask, them kids that got bullied by Keaton Jones. The joy of the Lord is in your heart, man. He got you. He got you at the end of the day, you feel me?
Right. Hey, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you said something slack.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what he gets for calling these Judite children, the true children of Israel, he called them the N-word, and he got his payback. You got that?
God, this is Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good,
Destruction unto them that call evil good,
That's right.
and good evil,
and they call good evil. Go ahead.
that put darkness for light,
That they put these dark things for light. Go ahead.
and light for darkness.
And they put light for darkness. So anytime you try to flip something that's not the will of the Most High God, destruction may be upon you. Go ahead.
That put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter.
And they put all these bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You know what I'm saying? We hope that something even worse happens to Keaton Jones and his whole entire family. We pray to the Most High that happens.